Welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review, episode 104. The news of the Clash, the Battle of the Magic Knight Captains, and there's such episode original stuff, where pretty much this is basically what was said last week. A fight between the Magic Knight Captains, all of them except for Rill. Yeah, they say because he's not able to. It's mainly just the fact he fell in love with Charmy and made a painting of Charmy in her human form. Yep. My guess they threw this in here probably because it's a nod to what happened in a chapter in the manga. Yep. So, the Magic Captains, 8 out of 9 of them, were split into two teams. Team 1 is comprised of Yami, the captain of the guy who's the captain of the Poporocos, Jack the Ripper, and Nozel, versus Willie Monchens, Charlotte. Let's see, Willie Monchens, Charlotte, Dorothy, and Bagolion. And it almost seems like, though, this is a revisit in a way to the style they had during the Row Knights exam, plus a little bit of the mentioning what happened in the reincarnation arc, which kudos to the fact they brought that up. So they have the big brawl. At one point, Yami is sent to another dimension with Dorothy, which he refers to as Miss Pointy Hat, which I thought that was hilarious. The fact he referred to as Miss Pointy Hat. And they brought up the fact, oh yeah, anybody falls asleep here, basically can't wake up here, and he ends up finding copies of himself. Of course, he gets out of it by slicing the dimension in half. Yep. Which also indirectly slices up all the big diamonds that they're basically two things supposed to protect. Yep. And then they get back, and oh yeah, by the way, the fight itself lasts for a pretty good period of time. And interesting though that Charlotte basically, yeah, man, bro, she's like, we're just about to join chain with him, we're going to have to fight him too. Maybe it's going to happen in later episode, because I don't think it's going to happen actually. Meanwhile though, while all this stuff going on, all the squads and various people are basically watches. Like Rebecca's watching her village with Marie, and Hodge Village is watching, which they refer to as Village in the Boonies Hodge, which I thought that was kind of dumb. But that's probably what they refer to as, oh, it's Village out in the Boonies. Okay, fine. And of course, thing ends basically, oh yeah, just basically, of course, the Wizard King himself couldn't exactly beat it because of his form, so he had Clive once again pose as himself because he can't get to the public in this child form. Yep. And well, that's pretty much it. I mean, what's going to happen next week? Well, just probably more setup for dealing with what's going on with the stuff with the Space Kingdom. Yeah, not like not, let's say, from what I can tell, it just seems like though that probably gonna do more stuff next week. I can't really tell. But it seems like they were probably going to do something more. But it was nice seeing quick cameos from Rebecca and Marie. Yeah. So, that's the episode. It's a pretty fun episode to watch. And great nods to two really good arcs in the anime. Now moving on to the new chapter of the Manga Union. Picks up exactly where the last chapter left off. We had the Vice Captain of the Black Bulls in his Devil Union Kingdom mode Canis. So, basically show a way to unite with his devil, so basically kind of unites with him. It's like, oh, a tail? And he kind of unites him, and he just turns his Black Asta mode and brings out his big humongous set. He's like, where's Libby? And he's like, are we all tiny? I was like, give you my power. And it turns out, though, that while the Vice Captain can use Union, apparently Asta is not, Karganisha is not a Union. The Devil's power is only trickling into you. You said the same thing earlier, right? How you use your power. He's like, I don't know. Really? You don't really know? I didn't even think of my body. Yep. So, they begin their big fight. So, the Vice Captain unleashes his pack. And then Asta basically fights up a lot, pretty much all of them pretty easily thanks to his sword. Of course, he switched out the big sword for the katana. Yeah, switch out the big sword for a much more slimmer one, and he brings out the katana. I go ahead and express my limits. and slicing at like all devils, referred to as Demon Slasher. That's your name, is the Demon Slasher Katana. Let's go get let's go cap the element together, and let's pass limits right here. And the thing, basically, last panel is, I hate that phrase. Surpass our limits. Why does he hate the phrase for? Yeah, not a lot happened in this chapter, but it just continues basically. So apparently the Black Ostimo is apparently not a union, which that's interesting to say the least. Now Ost himself didn't come up with that phrase. Nope, it was actually Leopold who came up with the phrase of the Black Ostimo, which that's interesting. And well, can't wait for next chapter, but there's no new chapter next week. Well, in a couple days actually. No, there really isn't. According to this, next chapter is coming out November 20th. Yes, for some reason they decided to take a week off for some reason. I have no idea why. But this is definitely a good chapter, and it does progress stuff very well. And I like the fact Libby is seeing a tiny bit just like the vice captain's little devils, where basically they're seeing small too, so that's the reason why for his move. So maybe Asta's going to learn the fully of the full unit and what it's going to look like. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to be looking like. But the thing is, last time I checked, this katana is Yami's katana. And he just infused it with anti-magic, which that's not going to make Yami very happy when he finds out that his sword is being used to utilize anti-magic, even though he uses dark magic. Yeah, Yami uses dark magic. But that's all I got to say this chapter. It's definitely a good chapter. Definitely looking forward to the next one that comes out. Okay, so that's a particular review. My next review probably up soon, because I'm not going to go through right away like I did with Boruto and Black Clover. Basically, next one's going to be Yusuke-chan wants to hang out, but I want to upload this video plus previous two videos first, then work on that one. Yep. Which I work on that one, and is a wrong time goes on to do those two videos together, and upload those, and then go back to Current Summer Levels War to finish the last 6 episodes as air. Well, most of the 6 episodes of the series. I'm probably going to stop at episode number 11, because that's the most recent episode released dubbed, and I don't feel like watching the last episode subbed. Even though I did watch the pilot episode subbed, I'm just going when I get to episode 11, I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to wait till the final episode release dubbed and do like a separate standalone video for that one. Okay, so until this next video, which will be So Good Time Let's Hang Out. Bye.